Hey boys and girls, it is I, your friendly neighborhood rave. Remember me, the guy with the once luscious locks of Samson, who decided to cut them off for a charitable cause only to be left with a monstrosity to remain atop of my head for the next 5 million years? Yeah, it's me. Me again. Miss my hair? Me too! No, it's not about that. We're not going to be talking about that. Today we're going to be doing something really exciting, something really awesome. As you may remember, I went on tour this past summer. Cool thing about that tour, I was supposed to bring a new guitar with me. Unfortunately, shipping delays, you know the story. The guitar didn't make it on time, so I had to go with my GS Mini, and I don't regret it at all. The GS Mini did its job. It was a wonderful tour, wonderful time. However, I still have the guitar, and it is here today, and we're going to be doing an unboxing of the guitar of the future. I am, of course, talking about the Enya NEXG, and I'm not kidding when I say this is a proper unboxing video. There's the NEXG. Without further ado, let's examine the guitar of the future. Here it is. Oh yeah. That's what it should look like. Exciting. Opening the box. Alright, here we have what seems to be the case. It's more of a bag. Okay. Oh, interesting. It kind of is. It's not really a hard shell case, but it's an interesting case. I don't know if I'd call it a hard shell case, but it's like a semi-hard shell case for sure. Let's open it up. Oh. So here we have user manual. Here is the guitar. Oh, it's definitely heavier than I thought it was going to be. Oh, out of tune, but we can tune that up real nice. As you can see, this is the guitar itself with a speaker. And here is the attachable side thing here. And the case comes with, yes, the mic. As you can tell right now, there's a little speaker in here. And for that speaker, we have a microphone. Interesting, so you could be your own karaoke partner. I gotta say the case's lining is really nice feeling. It's like a velvet. Oh, look at that. Some screw downs. I assume that's gonna be to screw this down in there. These must be the custom headphones that you can plug. Yep, they're there. Custom headphones that you can plug into the guitar to practice silently. Oh my goodness. Felt tip for the mic. Love it, love it, love it. Necessary. USB charger cable. Hell yeah. Wall outlet. Hell yes. Let's go. I think this is for, yep, this is for a strap. For you to attach to a strap or whatever. This is, I guess, one of those things that you put on it so it could stick and not slip when you play it on your lap. So it'd go probably like right there or something. And last we have, an aux cable. You can't see that, but there's an aux cable in here. Let's try this guitar out. It is certainly heftier than I thought it was going to be. Look at those gear heads. That's nice. That's nice. Silver gear heads. This looks like it was drawn in the Jetsons. If you were to ask a kid to draw the guitar of the future, they would draw this. We can put this here, like so, and you have a little armrest. Oh wow, I wasn't expecting it to be as kind of like ergonomic, but in a minimalist kind of way. Like I thought this was not going to be comfortable, but it kind of is. Not really neck heavy either. It's kind of like falling back, but yeah, it doesn't have like the SG neck dive like most SGs do. It's fairly balanced. They're just regular strap buttons that come with the guitar. And they go to lock and secure this top bout in. There is a back hole here and one right there. And it goes. That's pretty cool. Fairly cool, I'm not gonna lie. Well, let's tune it up. Actually, wait. Does this have a tuner? I was going to use the tuner on my phone, but yes, it does. Quick tap to turn on tuner. That comes in handy. Let's do it. Oh, there we go. Not activated, please. Activate. Oh, we just turned it on, so something just happened. I don't know if you could hear that, but this Iron Man glow thing is glowing, which means it's turned on. And the actual guitar is being amplified through this speaker here. This is a speaker with a little, kind of like a felt cover. Quick tap. Oh, there it is. There's the tuner. We have it activated. Okay, let's tune this. The tuner isn't as responsive as I'd like for it to be. Okay, not bad. Okay, so the volume goes from 0 to 16. Right now, this is the loudest, 16. Interesting. Nice. That was 16, the loudest. It was fairly significant. This is 0. That's no volume. Let's go to 8, halfway volume. All the way max to 16. The speaker is definitely loud and boomy. Yeah, and then all the way to 16 again. It's got a charm to it, I'm not gonna lie. This is really cool. You can connect your phone to this guitar and simply just use it as a wireless speaker. We're gonna do that in a minute. Wait, let's take the volume at 8. We're on Fusion acoustic setting right now. Acoustic singer. Okay. Singer finger. Chorus. Fascinating. Finger rock. Can you hear that? Oh, with a delay. Again, I'm not plugged into anything, guys. This is just straight from the guitar. I'm so not used to this coming from a guitar, but this is fascinating. So let's go from finger rock to rock fusion. What is this? Ooh. With a bit more distortion. Oh, it's got like a piezo kind of pressure pickup. With the delay? And because it has because I'm currently on the rock fusion setting, which is the fingerstyle fusion setting with a distortion on it, it kind of does like this really interesting distortion sound. Listen. That is cool. That is opening up the door for a lot of creative possibilities right now. I like that. This is like great for songwriting. I'm getting, this is like inspiring some ideas, which is always great, which is what you want. I mean, like when you buy a new guitar in general, it's so weird that I'm holding it like this. This is cool. Let's use a pick. Let's see what this is going to sound like. Oh, what happened? It turned off. Why did it turn off? That's weird. Not activated, please activate. I don't know what that means. Out of tune already. That comes par for the course with a new guitar, but let's see. So it's telling me I'm fully in tune, but I'm clearly not fully in tune. Let's get a real tuner and see how far we're off. If we recall our good friends over at Click, always count on their tuners. Never leave home without it. Yeah, this is telling me I'm low. And this is telling me I'm fine. Now we're good. Yeah, again, the tuner on the Enya is telling me I'm in tune, but the tuner here is telling me I'm not. So yeah, the Enya tuner isn't that great, I'm gonna be honest. But their design is really, really good. I'm not gonna lie about that. I like how it looks. I like how the neck feels. Now the cool thing about this is that I'm fairly certain there's an app for this particular guitar where you can sort of work out the effects and customize them. I think you might be able to save your own presets. I'd imagine you can. I mean, why not? I'm gonna look into that later. This is just first impressions. Let's look at the manual. Instrumental. Remove vocal from the song. Okay, so the instrumental mode is when you can play a song through the Bluetooth speaker of this actual guitar and remove the vocal. Interesting. So you could turn it into like a karaoke machine. And it comes with its own mic, so it literally could be turned into a karaoke machine. That's pretty cool. So this is made out of carbon fiber composite. So that means you don't have to worry about it warping, like wood can warp every now and again when you leave it out in a humid environment, cold environment. Wood expands and contracts. This is carbon fiber composite, so that shouldn't be the case for it. The frets are round end nickel silver. They don't seem to be too jumbo-y. Let's try this again and go through the settings of this guitar's effects, and hopefully it won't turn off automatically. There are really only 5 settings here off the bat. There is acoustic singer. The next effect is finger rock. That's interesting. You hear it's a bit more compressed sound to make it like a bit louder and boomier, but it also has like a slight reverb and a delay. Rock fusion. You can hear it kind of like breaking up in the speaker. I guess that's the distortion effect. Fusion acoustic. It has like a flanger or phaser. Can you hear that? Wah. It's going to be cool exploring these sounds, especially with the app, once I get a look at that. So one of my concerns is what would happen to the little, I guess, felt material here over the speaker if I were to pick and strum a lot. Because usually guitars will have a pick guard or pick cover here, so that it will keep the guitar finish on the top of the body of the laminate or whatever wood you have on there. It'll keep it safe from pick scratches. I don't know. Interesting. We'll see about that. Interesting. So there's like a You hear that? The sound of the speaker is shaking the whole guitar body. Funny enough, it's only when you get on the lower strings, because I guess they have more of a bass response. Hear that? But when I go on the D, for example, not really there. It says right here, tips. Number 1, it's normal to hear the excessive resonance noise, which is the vibrating of the guitar. When the volume is set up at a high level, you may either turn down the volume or adjust the EQ through the app to avoid excessive resonance. Sympathetic vibrations may happen on the strings when the NEXG is playing music through the speaker. You may use the provided muter on the 21st fret. Oh, that's what that rubber muter is, to prevent the vibrations on the 21st fret. So I like the sounds, right? I like the sounds because they're making me think about music and playing in a way that I can't with just regular guitar. And I don't have to fumble around with pedals in order to get these sounds. I don't have to go through presets on a DAW or anything like that. It's all here. That's cool, and that's a great songwriting tool. I do think it's a great songwriting tool. I do think it's cool to work out ideas for sure. And this might even be something that's really great to like bring out to like a jam with friends, right? Let's try connecting this to Bluetooth. Okay, so my phone is now connected to the NEXG. A lot of sympathetic resonance on that one. So I was wondering, why did Bewitching Pool sound so bassy? It's because I had karaoke mode on. So karaoke mode is off this time. Speaker's good. The speaker's good, I'm not gonna lie. So I turned off the guitar. It's in music mode. Let's turn on instrumental mode and see if I can play along. So I can make this lower. So you'd have to do like a little bit of an EQ kind of balance thing where you would take the source of your music, make that a little lower, and then pump up the volume overall so that your guitar can match the volume of whatever you're playing.
4 to 6 weeks later.
Howdy folks, this is the Ray from the future, and I still got a bad haircut, but I've also had some time with the NEXG, a couple of weeks as a matter of fact, and here is the full story about the NEXG. Let's address some of the issues that I had with it initially, right? So with regards to why it was turning off every 15 minutes, I reached out to customer service, and the customer service was very responsive, very helpful. They let me know that you actually have to register the guitar, register the software rather, with the app. And that's the way you activate the guitar. When you activate the guitar, then it will stop turning off every 15 minutes. So what that means is you basically have to download the Enya app onto your phone, open the Enya app, connect it to your guitar, and then you're good to go. And the cool thing about the app is you could actually customize the settings and the sounds, like the delay effects, the reverb settings, and all that stuff, and really customize your sound and save it onto the NEXG, which is pretty cool. I thought it was a bummer to have to connect your guitar to an app in order to use it. However, I was approaching this guitar the wrong way. I was approaching this guitar thinking it was an acoustic guitar that has some electric features. That's wrong. That's not what this guitar is at all. It's not an acoustic guitar. It's not an electric guitar. What NEXG has done here, as something I had to come to terms with, is they kind of invented a new category of guitar. So if you pick this guitar up thinking it's going to be an acoustic guitar equivalent, it's not. It's something else. It's something completely new, something completely different. It's not an electric acoustic. It's more like a electrified guitar. I don't work in their marketing department. I don't know what kind of guitar it is, but it's not like anything you've ever played before. So as you can see over here, I have it standing on a tripod. The tripod is actually a charging tripod, like a port, kind of like iPods back in the day, but it looks way cooler. I don't know, it has a very lifestyle brand kind of look to it. This is the tripod that you just set it on. I don't know if you can see that light, but it just changes color, which is pretty damn cool. I don't know, I like that. Well, like I mentioned, it's not an acoustic guitar and it's not an electric guitar. What it is a fantastic travel guitar. So I actually had some show dates that I had to travel for on a plane once again. Yes, folks, I was on a plane and I decided, you know what? Let me take the NEXG out for a spin. And I did. And I gotta say, traveling with this guitar was an absolute breeze. I really put it through the ringers, because I was traveling by plane and I booked my flights with American Airlines. And if you recall my previous video, American Airlines isn't always the best with guitar and travel and all that stuff. And this case was no different. I had some connecting flights and whatnot, and each flight I was in group 9. I was all the way in the back. I was last to get in. But that didn't matter because I was traveling with the NEXG. So as you recall, I showed you how thin the case was for the NEXG because of how detachable it is and compact and portable it is. It kind of looked like I was traveling with a flute. I remember waiting online to board the plane because none of the airline workers were going to let me get on the plane earlier. I was one of the last to get in. Most of the overhead storage space was taken, but it didn't matter because of how thin the actual case was for this guitar. I was able to put it on top or even below, under certain baggages that were in the overhead storage spaces. And it was fine. And the case was sturdy enough. And again, this is a carbon fiber guitar. It took no beating, it took no damage. And you want to know the cool thing? I'm going to show you the cool thing. And this blew my mind. It's still in tune. I did not touch this guitar. I have not tuned this guitar in 3 weeks. In 3 weeks since I played it last, prior to taking the plane back home, I didn't touch this guitar. This has suffered through 2 flights, and it is still in tune. So yeah, I love that about it. Other cool thing that I really dug about this guitar is its wow factor.
Wow.
So I took this out during my trip, and a lot of people were like, what's that? That looks interesting. I've never seen that before. And I gotta say, that felt kind of nice. You'll definitely get some heads to turn, especially when you flip through the sounds and get different effects. And what's really great is how versatile this guitar is when it comes to playing, like, for example, covers. You don't need outboard pedal effects. They're pretty much all here, and you can customize them on the app, which is great. So what do we have with this guitar? Well, like I said, it's not really an acoustic guitar. People who are getting this guitar expecting it to replace your acoustic guitars, you will be disappointed as I was, because this is not an acoustic guitar. What this is a new type of guitar. It's a travel guitar, yes, but it's so much more. And I don't know what name to give it or how to describe it. But what's cool about it is you can gig with this guitar. As mentioned before, it has a line out, so you could literally plug it into an amp or a PA system if you wanted to. But what's great is that this kind of serves the function, I think, the primary function of what a guitar is, and that is to make it the best sort of portable instrument that you could literally take to a campfire, to a friend hangout. And the reason why I say it's the primary function of a guitar is that one of the things that a guitar has is its portability. And the more you play a guitar, the more it becomes like a friend. And the guitar in general is an instrument that's like a lifelong friend that you'll have forever. I can see this going on road trips. I can see this flying with me some more. I can even see this doing some gigs with me, for sure. Now that I've sort of come to understand it, I really enjoyed it. It has a durable case, but it also is pretty sturdy. It could take a beating, and it looks great. And like I mentioned when I first got it, it's got a great neck. I love the neck, love the look. And what's really cool is that this is the actual strap that is the strap for the case when you want to carry it. It also serves as the strap for the guitar. So final thoughts. What are the pros? What are the cons? Well, pros, it looks great. It sounds great for what it is. Again, keep in mind, it's not an acoustic guitar and it's not an electric guitar, although it can function as both if you plug in through an amp or a PA system. It can, and it sounds pretty decent, but on its own, it's something else, right? And that's another plus. It's unique. I don't know how to describe it other than saying it's something in between an electric guitar and acoustic guitar. Do with that what you will. Another great thing about it is it's pretty great for songwriting, because if you have any ideas for new songs and you're jamming out to them and you're, fishing for ideas as songwriters do, and you go, man, I wonder what this would sound like with maybe a chorus pedal or a reverb pedal. I've already written a song on this, and I'm very, very pleased with how it's coming out. And that happened partially because it has, again, its own unique sound. And it's portable, as I mentioned, super portable. It's perfect for airplane travel. Another pro about it is that the neck feels great, and it has super high fret access. That's also pretty great, again, for songwriting. It's a brilliant songwriting tool. And this is kind of a bonus thing, it could even serve as a tool for certain songs if you need like a lo-fi kind of sound. I mean, that's what the speaker does. By the way, another pro, this speaker is pretty great. It is a pretty great speaker for Bluetooth when you want to play music, which is what I did. I connected it to my phone and I had music playing. So that was great. Also, another positive is that it came with pretty nice headphones. I do like the headphones a lot, and they're great for playing, but I actually use them for just like regular use as like on-the-go headphones. Cons, the only real cons I could think of is that the back of the side of the guitar does get a little hot. It doesn't like burn your skin off hot, but it gets noticeably warm. The tuner's pretty lackluster in my opinion, but I have my own clip-on tuners and a tuner on my phone, so if you're not surrounded by tuners, if you're a guitar player, then what are you doing?
What's wrong with you?
Undecided on that. But overall, would I suggest people look into the NEXG? Yes, I would. If, again, you temper your expectations and understand this is not going to replace your Martin, your Taylor, your whatever acoustic guitar you have at home. It's something completely different. This is the kind of guitar you would take with you to maybe celebrate a birthday, right? To go travel with you in the forest, to act as your Bluetooth speaker in that forest situation, and to maybe even connect to the microphone and call for help if you get lost. With that said, let's check out some of the acoustic sounds on this again. I put it on its default settings so you can check them out.
So now you know.
So as you can see, it's a loud speaker. That wasn't on full blast, but it gets loud. Louder than some acoustic guitars, as a matter of fact. With that being said, this is the rave saying, take your biotin and check out the NEXG. See you later.